We begin this hour with the Republican presidential frontrunner and former reality TV star Donald Trump preparing to surrender authorities in Georgia in prime time, and he's playing executive producer by doing it and timing it the way he's doing it. He's doing it less than 24 hours after skipping the first Republican presidential debate. Moments ago, the former president left his residence in New Jersey. Here are pictures of his motorcade leaving Bedminster. Don't worry, we are not lingering on this. It's not really that necessary as Mr. Trump now heads to Georgia. He'll be booked at the Fulton County Jail in his fourth indictment in 4 months. This time, he'll face 13 new criminal counts tied to alleged racketeering. It's a scheme that Fani Willis says was used to try to overturn Georgia's presidential election results. When he officially surrenders, he's expected to be fingerprinted, and he'll have his mugshot taken, much like his other co-defendants have experienced this week when they turned themselves in. One of those mugshots, of course, is Trump's former White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, who, after trying to get a delay, ended up, because of a court order, surrendering this afternoon. And the district attorney, Fani Willis, is now seeking an October 23rd trial date. Yes, this October, not next October. An October 23rd trial date for all 19 defendants. It would be a full 5 months earlier than her initial request, which legal experts agreed was itself a highly ambitious time frame given the sheer number of defendants and the complexities of this case. So either way, the timing of Trump's surrender today is not a coincidence. The former president made his legal woes and the 91 criminal counts facing him a centerpiece of his primary campaign strategy. And so far, at least judging by the polls, it appears to be working. Last night's Republican debate further reinforced how entrenched Donald Trump is as the leader of the Republican Party, and that there's really no sign of that changing anytime soon. 6 of the 8 candidates on stage last night, including his top primary rivals, pledged to vote for him, even if he's a convicted felon. Watch.
You all signed a pledge to support the eventual Republican nominee. If former President Trump is convicted in a court of law, would you still support him as your party's choice? Please raise your hand if you would. Just hold on.
That visual moment, folks, just stick with me here a second. That visual moment, I think it does more to explain where the party is. You saw it. It was reluctant. Only one was enthusiastic, the guy in center stage there, Vivek. And then you saw Ron DeSantis look left and right. Then he raises. Just the way it played itself out said a lot. Trump did emerge from last night's debate relatively unscathed. The field spent very little time talking about the elephant not in the room and a lot of time talking about the candidate on stage they apparently viewed as their biggest threat. A single-digit candidate right now, Trump acolyte Vivek Ramaswamy. In fact, the only real pushback against the former president came on the issue of Mike Pence's refusal to obey Trump's demands that he essentially violate the Constitution on January 6th. And even then, the top candidates seemed to downplay what happened.
Senator Scott, do you believe he did the right thing?
Absolutely. He did the right thing. Number one. Number two.
Thank you, Phil.
We should be asking ourselves a bigger question about the weaponization of the Department of Justice.
Governor DeSantis, do you believe that Mike Pence did the right thing on January 6th?
So here's what we need to do. We need to end the weaponization of these federal agents.
Right.
I think the American people deserve to know whether everyone on this stage agrees that I kept my oath to the Constitution that day. There's no more important duty. So answer the question.
I've answered this before.
So yes.
Why are we? Mike did his duty. I got no beef with him. But here's the thing: is this what we're going to be focusing on?
Mike Pence stood for the Constitution.
I do think that Vice President Pence did the right thing, and I do think that we need to give him credit for that.
Happy to answer the question. Mike Pence did the right thing on January 6th.
Over the course of those 2 hours, Trump was mentioned 23 times. Yes, we counted. Folks, every chapter of this saga, the indictments, the surrenders, the reactions, the debate, has somehow fortified the former president's place atop the polls so far.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.